This video is brought to you by John Robson Guitar Tuition. If you enjoy the content, please consider supporting the channel by enrolling on a course, purchasing some guitar lessons or a t-shirt, or you can join my Patreon. Now, on with the show. Hello chaps, welcome once again to John Robson Guitar Tuition. As always, I do hope you're well. What you just heard there was me having a bash at the intro solo from the Garth Brooks song Ain't Going Down Till the Sun Comes Up. It's a song I used to play in a country band in the mid to late 90s, and a couple of weeks ago on the live stream someone said, why not do some more country stuff on the channel? So I thought, yes indeed, why not? And that was one of the first solos that sprang to mind, and as I say, that's the intro solo. There's another solo in the middle of the song which goes like this. Now, both of those solos were played by a chap called, well, here's his name. Is it Chris Loisinger or Lusinger? It's a Germanic name, but I don't know if he's got the anglicised pronunciation or not. Anyway, he played both solos on that track, and here's a bit of an explanation about what's going on in both of those solos.
Solo explanation.
Okay, let's see what we've got going on here, starting with the intro, and as always beginning with what's going on under the solo. This is basically about as simple as you can get. It's just 8 bars of G played as like this kind of Chuck Berry status quo boogie shuffle kind of thing. 8 bars of that, and the entire intro solo, all 8 bars of it, is just G minor pentatonic, starting with some Chuck Berry type licks. I'm just referring to the tab on the screen over here. We basically have that there, so just coming straight out of that position there of G minor pentatonic, and then we do the kind of I call it the octave bounce, where you just kind of go the same pattern an octave higher for that lick there. So again, just exactly the same pattern up here. Then the lick that we began with, the that sort of Chuck Berry kind of thing. We do that again, and then back up to the octave bounce. Up there like that. So again, just a nice little kind of pentatonic lick coming out of G minor pentatonic. Like that. And that is pretty much the intro solo wrapped up. Now, moving on, I just need to swap to a different tab. Bear with me. There we go. That's the tab for the main solo. I've now got up on here so I can refer to it. So what's going on underneath the main solo? It's basically a 12-bar blues. There's a little bit of a riffy bit at the end, but you know, essentially 12-bar blues. Again, using that kind of boogie shuffle kind of thing. And then after the 5 chord, the D there, we go into, as I say, this little riffy bit to take us up to a C, which is where the chorus of the song comes back in there. And once again, G minor pentatonic is playing a big part in what we've got going on here, but we've got a little bit of mixolydian sort of stuff as well, basically taking the form of double stops. We begin with this little lick up here. We're starting up here again in this position of G minor pentatonic for this lick here. Several kind of iterations of that. What makes that such an effective lick, and you find this a lot with licks that you can repeat a lot and somehow manage to be repetitive but not kind of repetitive, if you know what I mean. You can repeat them, but they don't sound overly boring. Is that you've got a little bit of rhythmic displacement going on here. Essentially, that lick consists of 3 notes. This bend, then this note here played twice. So that's going like that. And if it's played to a rhythm which is divided by 2, then you're getting a little bit of rhythmic displacement. What I mean by that is that this bent note here, which you'll naturally tend to accent and emphasize because it's the beginning of each cycle of the lick, that will land in a different part of the rhythm in relation to the beat. If I show you what I mean, it's going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and like that. So that bend is landing on the beat, off the beat, on the beat, off the beat. That's what makes it sound so effective, really. It's got a little bit of rhythmic variety in it. Anyway, after that, let me just consult the tab. We've got just some licks up here in this pattern of G minor pentatonic, starting with, well, there's actually a note that isn't in the pentatonic. We've got this E note here. So just starting to set the scene for a little bit of the double stop stuff that comes in a moment, which is what we've got now. We go like that. So we're using these double stops here: G and B flat, A and C, B flat and D. And you could make the case that these notes are coming from a mode, basically. Let me just check whereabouts we are in terms of the chords here. Yeah, we're playing the majority of these double stop licks over the top of the C chord. And to give it that kind of bluesy sort of vibe, we're playing sort of C mixolydian. Like that. C mixolydian is just a C major scale with a flattened 7th. So arrange that scale into double stops. You'll get things like that. And we continue that with this kind of thing when we come from this. We shoot all the way up to here. Like this. So we've got like that. So this run down here, so I'm playing 19 and 18 here. That's 19th fret, 18th fret, then 17s, 15s, 14 and 13, and by this time we're back on the G chord, so we get rid of the B flat and play the G major 3rd note, which is the B, for that little run down there. So that like that. By the time we've got to that point there, we're playing over the D chord, the 5 chord. So what do we do here? Well, we play to the 5 chord. We play a little bit of D minor pentatonic. Let me just have a look at this. And where is it in the tab? Here we go. Yeah. So straight out of like a D minor pentatonic kind of pattern again, going for that kind of bluesy minor over major sound over the D chord. Then we round off this solo with basically, remember that lick from the intro solo? That he kind of comes back to that, but an octave higher up here with. And then that part of that riff, he kind of plays that in unison, or like an octave or two higher than that, so it finishes off with it. Like that. So a nice use of pentatonic blues licks in not exactly a blues setting. Some nice double stop licks to learn here. I that sort of stuff. A lot you can throw into a solo, and especially that sort of that repetitive thing there, that rhythmic displacement. That is a very, very effective little tool to have in your toolkit for when it's a sort of lick where you can just park your fingers on that and just keep going through that without running the risk of it sounding overly, kind of repetitive while you're thinking about what else you're going to do next. So that is what is going on in this solo, or these pair of solos from Garth Brooks, Ain't Going Down Till the Sun Comes Up. Now you know what's going on. Go away and have some fun with it. And as always, you will find a full tab for both solos in both Guitar Pro and PDF formats, along with a clip of me playing them, or the clips of me playing them, and the explanation you've just seen there, and a backing track for each of the solos as well. That's all up on my Patreon page. There's the address, and the link is in the description. $3 or £2.50 a month gets you access to all of these bits and pieces that go along with these YouTube videos. A massive thank you to everyone who supports me in that, or any of the other ways, all of which are linked down below in the description. And that is pretty much it for today, folks. Hope you've enjoyed this little country presentation and found it useful in some small way, and if that's the case, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell if you haven't already done so, and why not give me a like while you're at it. Don't forget, as I said earlier, the live stream every Friday 5 PM UK time, where we have a beer and talk music and guitars. Great way to kick off the weekend. I'd love to see you there if you can make it, but for now I'll bid you all a good day and say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your time. Look after yourselves, folks. Stay well, stay safe, and above all, stay sane. Bye for now.